So the next battle after we defeated the royalist is the Battle of Brittany. So this is campaign intended. You can't choose what battle you want to fight after finishing the first battle, keeping the peace. And this is one of the tougher battle in this campaign, so we need some bonus cards to help us out. So if possible, try to get yourself a Mercenaries bonus card in the market. So we'll perform a blitzkrieg by placing both Mercenaries cards to be played for this battle. So we start off with 3 cities. You can tell on the map we are in an inferior position, and our goal is to take their headquarters, Brest. And for some reasons, when you start with such large amount of troops, as we played Mercenaries bonus cards, some troops may be stuck inside those buildings, so we have to raise them to get them out. And we have to organize our troops first. As the British, they will try to attack us within the first minute in this battle. They'll try to launch an attack on Angus. So we have to prepare for the assault. And at the same time, we also have to build up our economy. And we don't want to play this battle slow. You don't want to have a economy race with the computers. As we are playing on the toughest difficulties, they basically just cheat their resources and no way you can outperform them. So the only way is to capture the cities one by one in a very fast pace. We will try to get the first city within the first 5 minutes. And you can already see that troops arrived, so we have to engage with them. First, we'll lurk the cavalries into our fire nets. And we will try to utilize the advantages of each our troops to deal with the troops. We'll use the forced march and the decoy ability from our generals. We also try to minimize our loss during this battle, this skirmish, to maximize our strength on the later counterattacks. Then after the fight, we'll call all our injured troops to garrison and heal back their health. We'll make them the stance is stand ground so they don't run around. And we can start launch our counterattacks. First, we'll destroy their fortress. We'll use our musketeers to guard our cannons. We don't want to lose any cannons. And since we start off with such amount of troops, then we will start off with reaching the population limit. So we'll have to rush the military levels in library. And we also have to do the despotism, since we'll have to pump troops to the front line in the later game, so we need the cheaper cost provided from this upgrade. And after the upgrades, we will have to raise our Senates and move our capital to Nantes. As the British, they might launch attacks towards to our original capital, so we also have to be aware of that. And we also have to do some economy activities. It should be so we need to wait for the assimilation. So this city, this captured city, is very important to us. We'll use these cities as a foothold to build our military base and our cities to produce metals. You can see our metal production is very poor right now. So we have to prepare for that. We have to get some citizens ready for the development. So right after we secured our first captured city, then we can start try to attack the second city. So we don't hesitate. We don't want to waste any time. We don't want to give the British to reorganize their troops after they fail to attack us, and we basically just eliminate all of their troops in the first wave of attacks. So you can see we are doing good on food and timber production, but we are lacking of metals, and we need metals. We need them for cannons, we need them to build fortress. So when we assimilated our first captured city, then we'll start building mines and those barracks and stables. And we also have to build a fortress near the border, just in case if we need to retreat. And at this point, they should be able to reorganize some of their troops, but we still can do a quick assault on Quimper first. We need more cannons. And also more population limits. If possible, try to kill their citizens to harass them, make them suffer from losing some production of resources. We'll make our forces to stand ground. So probably they will try to assault us from this direction, so we have to be aware of that. Use some decoys to distract their attention. So we'll focus our research on commerce and military for a higher production cap and population cap. So you have to keep in mind, you have to keep pumping troops or else they will overwhelm you. So at the same time, you have to take care of your economics, make sure that your resources can support you to keep pumping those musketeers and carbineers. Speaking of carbineers, seems I did not produce too many of them. And we have to produce some spies as well. So when we try to attack their capital, usually they will try to desperately want to take back their capital. They will come with a huge amount of cavalry, so we need some spies to bribe them. Let's just create like 10. So they also know how to use spies, so we have to plan accordingly. You have to max out all the research on buffing your spies. You also have to keep your explorer alive. He's the only one that can spot the enemy spies. After we destroy their fortress, then we should good to go for taking their third city, the capital. See, this is why we need our spy. So, in priority, you want to bribe their cannon first, then their cavalry, and last is their musketeer. So another important thing that is you make sure your troops don't get close to the coast nearby. As the British, they start with a huge amount of navy warships, so it will be very annoying when you get too close to the coast. They'll spam you with those bomb cache, so you try to avoid engage them on the sea. So our spies are now used for try to harass them. We don't want them organize a group of attacks on us. So once we saw the troops, we'll just bribe them. So you can see if you get too close to the shore, there will be a lot of bomb cache, so you don't want that. So right after we destroy all the military buildings, then we can just make them stand ground and defend Brest. So we just have to hold for 2 minutes, it should not be that hard for us. Oh, I forgot to build another Senate to another city to move our capital, but anyway, it's fine. They don't launch any attacks on us, so. So even better, once we assimilate the city, we can entrench, but I don't think we need that actually. Oops, I just misclicked, I think. We can withdraw our force back to our territory and use the entrench ability. So with entrench, you basically is invincible. And for this battle, the trick is you have to play it quick. You don't want to play it slow, or else they will just try to organize waves of attacks on you. You have to remember that we're playing on the toughest difficulty, so it just not make sense. They pump troops, the speed is the speed is crazy, so you don't want that happen. We have to take the cities in very early. So yeah.